Okay, again, an added video with regard to, starting out on this astral photography journey. Purchased a strain wave mount, and this is my third day. And after my third day of trying to figure out how to use this, again, no manuals, difficulty understanding what people are saying on the web. There's a lot of text on these devices, and next thing you know, I get up, I start. You have to work at it. It's probably been 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and I finally discover what they were saying in their cryptic emails and texts about how to use this U-Wave strain wave mount. Let me, if you can see it, right here. Yeah. And the difficulty was that I had the USB cable plugged in with the power. You don't need the cable. Gee whiz. I'm fooling around trying to operate it from the web because you can connect to this mount through the web is one way to operate it. Again, challenging because you got to do a lot of configuration, but with patience you can get it done. Somebody showed that you start Nina once I pull that cable out, because now all I have is the power cable. Again, let me show you. All there is the power cable in the mount. That's it. I go to Nina, and when it comes to selecting the mount, you click a one-step telescope, and then you click on the settings icon, and from there you can configure your mount. And once you complete the setup in Nina, now you can literally move north, south, east, west. You can set tracking. You can set the speed. You can do all this stuff that you think, well, okay, in my impatience, I ordered a hand controller. I don't know, $45, $35 plus the shipping. So here's $60 wasted because I don't need the hand controller. But I was struggling to try to figure out how to use this thing. Here we are. So it would be nice if the manufacturer supplied support for the device. That way, once I received it, unpackaged it, there would be some, since you're trying to do, low budget manufacturing, you'd have some instructions so that people could see this is what you need, basic operation. You don't need to go through a whole lot of hoops in order to connect this thing, mount your scope. If you're going to do just observations with eyepieces, if you're going to do astrophotography with cameras, just a few pages. Lord have mercy. They make it so complicated, and it's a challenging hobby as it is. You just don't need the extra frustration and expense. I mean, time is money, man. Come on. So we finally watched Astro Pharma's video. You can refer to him, and he kind of gives you a overview on the mount itself. He was very impressed with this mount and the cost of the mount in regard to ZWO AM5 or AM5N or even the AM3. He was really impressed with this. Half the price plus the Nina functionality is like superb. So I'm ready to go, to the next step, put my 122 millimeter telescope on this mount, get out somewhere where I've got clear skies, and just if start with observation with my eyepiece, and then I can move to my cameras and start learning how to capture. Because the next process is, okay, you capture a bunch of images, you got to process them. So learning how to do the processing is going to be a challenge. I also advise you to take some, if you're not familiar with cameras, I'm talking about really familiar with how to use cameras. A good camera course or camera training would be in your corner, because then you get an idea of focus and aperture and speed and gain and all the other nuances to using these new deep space imaging devices that are coming out, that are going to make this hobby, that are revolutionizing this hobby, with the ASI 2600 Dual, that is not only a camera but a guide scope, in one device. Revolutionary. Costs a bunch of money now. Hopefully prices will be coming down in the future. But again, with this scope, for the price that you're going to pay for this scope, and you learning how to configure it in Nina, everything should go well. Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, you don't need anything else to use it. And I'm glad that I was patient enough to work it through today to get it done. I hope this helps you. I will leave a link or email where you can contact me if you have any questions with regard to what I've discovered. And see you in dark skies.